loaded already, 10 stone, 13 pounds, 8 ounces. Professional record, 15 victories, 3 defeats, with 6 wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of the Leeds, here is the reigning and defending British and Commonwealth Super Welterweight Champion, the Black Panther, Ismail Davis. This bout was, as Josh was saying earlier, a very, very good amateur. And he's super confident here, Barry. He really is fawel.
Well, what wouldn't he be? He's just coming off his best win, where he boxed tremendously well. He's up against different propositions here, a guy who's had a lot of fights, was already very seasoned in Ismail Davis, who knows how to take his time, be patient, but also knows when to pull that trigger.
I think Jack, key for both here, we can establish that lead hand, get in a rhythm. I think everything else will follow.
Each man who came up on the small dinner hall circuit, but has sprung into life in the last 2 or 3 years, taking his opportunities, hasn't he, Barry?
Well, yes, and then there was a time where we thought, is he just going to be known as a guy who doesn't say no, but can't get over the line at a high level, which is what happened for him. But then that Sam Giddy fight was such important, a high-stake fight at a really, really good level, and he got over the line. And I think for himself, just to sort of stamp that, I can't just be competitive, I can actually win something, and I'll be a British Commonwealth champion. I think you're really going to grow from that.
And the pressure of the occasion as well. That was a massive moment for Davis, and he beat a very good fighter in Sam Giddy. So yeah, as Barry says, the confidence he'll take away from that, but as will fawel. Very, very good.
In the process of getting in and really starting to land punches.
Black boots, black trunks of the Black Panther, Ismail Davis from Leeds, looking for his 16th victory. I think he's won the first couple of rounds in with Bilal Fawaz from London. This peculiar story, but a great one, a wonderful tale of survival and life skills, and he's a real character outside of the ring. Can he put it all together on a night like this? Just doesn't want to freeze, does he, Darren?
No, absolutely not. This is your moment. Go grab it. Davis, again, just controlling the distance here, the tempo of the fight. Always cocks ready, isn't he, to throw a shot. I think that's sort of stopping fawel at times from letting his hands go.
In the corner, fawel, he just needs to get himself going here. The challenger in round number 4, the rounds he doesn't want it to slip away, Barry, does he?
No, well, what's happening? He's looking for that perfect shot. Now he's waiting too long. And I think what Josh was saying is, you know, the distance and the reach that he has, Davis, is just making it for us hard to judge that distance. But you sometimes just got to pull your way in to get a bit of success, to get your boxing into play. And all it takes is one good punch to land, and the confidence comes back in, and you start to fill. But at the minute, he's searching for something and he can't find anything.
Yeah. In the intensity of fawel, I think we were calling for it better in the 4th round, but still Davis with that jab and the movement. And you're right, Josh, he's boxing really well tonight.
Yeah, he's boxing great, mate. He's reading and he's giving that double distance, because obviously fawel has got long arms also, so I think Davis is just staying a little bit out of range. We call it double distance, where he falls into that place in no man's land, he's able to counter him. But he's 4 for me, he's boxing very well here. And Davis is not getting too greedy, he's landed a few shots, he's taking a little step back then, so nothing can come back and hurt him. So fawel is almost waiting and waiting too long to take a few shots, and when he's going to counter, Davis is gone.
But keep that chin tucked down as well, fawel. Every now and again he comes forward. And he's been caught a couple of times. There's the scorecard of both Tony and Carl. They're well ahead. Davis on both.
The answer to dent in Ismail Davis. He's got to win around clearly, doesn't he now?
Yeah, he needs that momentum to shift totally. I mean, I was just watching the corners there, because it's interesting. Ismail does the same as me and stand up, but when I'm in the corner standing up, I like to sort of look over the other corner, because I know that's the only time they're going to show their face. The poker face is switched off, so Ishmael looked like he was breathing a little bit, but I looked quite calm. But if Falal's got that in the tank, then just start using it. Don't save it, don't be sat there at the end of the night and think, I could have done more.
That's a really interesting observation, Harry.
It really is. Tactics are brilliant in a fight, but ultimately, just win this round. And worry about the next round. I mean, especially in a fight where you're going to be behind, which he is, you've got to somehow try and...
System, aerobic system, it's hard to carry that out in bouts of explosiveness throughout the full fight, but I think we'll be fine towards the end of this fight.
He wound up in the corner there for once. I couldn't hear what he was saying, but he was annoyed with himself, I'm guessing. He just can't get in any kind of rhythm, can he? I think he's so frustrated. See, look at that good footwork from Davis there, just making the shots fall short. Yeah, that's all well and good when you're winning.
Yeah, he's a funny character, isn't he? Bilal Fawel, Southern Area champion, English champion. Is he good enough? Does he know enough at this level? British and Commonwealth champion Ishmael Davis in the first defence, round 7. And Fawel has got to start. He's got to start doing more, Barry.
Yeah, even there, the players are trying to showboat a little bit.
What a challenger, Bilal Fawel in the 7th. He bangs his gloves together, the grey shorts with the white tassels of the 37-year-old who's come up from London for this massive opportunity. But he's got to rip away these titles that were brought in by Lyndon Arthur for Ishmael Davis, who's becoming more popular on the circuit and boxing well tonight.
That's lovely, massive shot there from Davis, though. Really good.
It's a bit more intent now from Fawel. That was good. Nice little throw into the body upstairs. He didn't load up with the shots. That's what he needs to do. A bit tense.
Now, through 8 rounds, I think I actually have a level after 8 rounds. I think the last couple of rounds have been good for Fawaz. I gave him the first round as well. There was a round 5, I think I gave him 2. I just think it's just letting him back into this fight. I think at the beginning of the fight, he wasn't allowing the awkwardness to get to him, and he sussed that out. But I think things are starting to annoy him a little bit, the talking, the little movements that Fawaz is doing. And he seems to be a little bit frustrated to me, not doing enough for Ishmael, but it's level, he can still come back into the fight and obviously win it, but it's close.
It's early here, Tony, how have you got it? You score the first 6, the boys level and 1 up to Fawaz. Darren Barry, how are you seeing it?
I still got Davis ahead for me. If he has closed the gap, I still think Davis is up.
Yeah, momentum certainly shifting towards Fawel, but I've got Davis just up as well.
Josh?
Yeah, I'm in the same boat, mate. I think a lot of the good work in the first half has been done by Davis, but Falal's definitely turned the tide, so he's got to really put his stamp back on things here now. Get back to that jab, man.
He's certainly got a sprint to his step here, Bilal Fawaz, taking hold of centre ring and beginning to dominate and carry on strong.
He's starting to fancy it. I told you, when he fought Junaid Bostan, I'd say both times actually, he started slow, but he really grew into the contest, and that's exactly what we're seeing now.
And look at the movement there for us. He just seems spinning on the side edge a second ago with Davis. Again, when you relax, you know, the punches start to flow a little more clearer. Your movement's better, you're full of confidence.
He's just loosened up a lot more, hasn't he, Fawaz? Far too tense in the opening rounds.
And then even them little knocking jabs that land, they don't really knock your head back, but they land on your chin or your face. They just take a little bit away from you mentally, and you get in touch. So for me, I don't think that's a nice thing to have landed on you constantly from Bilal. I think Ishmael needs to stop that.
Yeah, I know what you mean, and it's a confident looking body language, isn't it? You've got a little spring in your step, you're poking out the jab.
Yeah. I mean, Ishmael had full control of this fight. He might have to go to the well to really see this fight out. So it's interesting. It's a really interesting fight, man. He's fought one now. This is some theatric stuff. It's some crazy stuff.
But Josh, this has turned fairly dramatically in favour of Bilal Fawaz now. The last few rounds, he's woken up. He's fancied this, and he was always a good amateur and all that life experience.
European champion Tyler Denny, but this one, I'm telling you, this is really heating up nicely. 3 rounds to go and it's very close.
But Davis needs that second win though, doesn't he? Because he's looking a little bit jaded, a little bit tired in the last few rounds, and that's a lot of the more confident for just to get a foothold in the fight.
Yeah, he's mentally now, he needs to really change the game and land a shot what mentally gives him that energy. It's more of a spiritual thing in there now. You've got to really believe in yourself, start talking yourself, that self-talk in your head. And I mean, Bilal never stops talking to himself ever, so he's in a great